EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on their in-state rivals to the north, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Under a heavy rush and down he goes. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down. Remember, he needed 4 yards. And 4 yards is going to be what he gets as they do convert here on 4th down. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Rolling to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone and not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Tua now on 1st down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. On first down, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
First down, Miami.
Tua sets up to pass it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more of what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Woods. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
2nd and 10. Two are going to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That was going on with a sack. It appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. A short throw to Ingram. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
All right, now, let's get it out of there. So, Rip, 23.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Lawrence down around his goal line. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead,
and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. It's a run with Mostert. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. Hey, easy, route.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
And now here is another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Dolphins 29, Jaguars 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Throwing on 1st down, White. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
White on 3rd and long. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now for the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now White. A final shot before break. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A gain of 15. And the Dolphins first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A final shot before break. White. Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. White. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Yeah, nigga, did you forget to play defense right there?
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 80 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's White. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
third down, here comes Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to third down, a loss of 4.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Lawrence's pass intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. From the shotgun, here's White. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
White on 2nd down. On target over the middle to Hill. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
9 yards. First down, Miami.
On 1st and 10, White. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Throwing on 2nd and long. White. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. White looks to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. his throw here's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receiver...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Channing Tindall.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Bro, why your dad telling you to triple team walk, bro? Like, come on, bro. That's so good.
Goal now. Get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw, White. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Number 17, Jalen Waddle. A 9-yard gain on the play.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now White. Another catch there for Waddle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now White on 4th down. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown by...
Touchdown, Miami.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Next to score, Dolphins 39.
Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Wide off play action. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? From the gun, here's White. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this is caught at the 20. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
On 1st down, it's White. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. With now 2 4th quarter touchdowns. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the Dolphins have got it. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Ridley. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
15 yards on the play. That's good for a Jaguars.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Whistles in a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Bigsby. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And it's caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll roll him out right. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Sink right.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley from a yard out. And the Jags take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Dolphins 46, Jaguars 27. Logan Cook.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Well, across the middle and into the hands of Ridley. They'll get it inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line.